Welcome to Bina classes. As you all know that you will be taking up the exam just after few months. So in that exam, MCQs have to be taken up. Taking that thing into consideration, we have started working on MCQs. So certain set of MCQs will be solving to you all. Here I am with 25 questions of MCQs. The very first question that appears here is, who was the founder of modern human geography? So there are certain options, the alternatives given here: Carl Ditters, then Humboldt, Frederick Ratzel, and none of these. Out of these, this C is correct. So this is the answer. The next question, it goes like, who was the founder of neo-determinism? Neo-determinism was a middle path between environmental determinism and possibilism. All four options have been given: A. Griffith Taylor, B. Vidal de la Blas, C. Mackinder, D. Herbertson. So that concept was given by Griffith Taylor, out of which A is correct. Then the next question, question number 3. Human geography is the study of changing relationship between unresting man and unstable earth. So this definition was given by whom? So again, all four options have been given: A. Ratzel, B. Alan Semple, C. Vidal de la Blas, and D. Carl Sword, out of which B is the correct answer. So here it comes up. Then let's come to next question, that is, who is not the French geographer out of the following? So here are some of the options. First is Vidal de la Blas, second Carl Ditter, third Albert Dimension, and fourth is Jim Bruce, out of which B is the correct answer. Then next question is, name the tri-equilibrium factors of human geography. So tri-equilibrium, I mean what all contents are there studied in human geography. So let's all analyze. First is biotic, second abiotic, third cultural factors, and fourth is all of these, out of which, if you analyze, not that these things individually only we are studying in human geography, rather we are studying all. So answer is this one, all of these, that is D. Then now coming to the next question, the question is like, anthropogeography is written by, then some of the alternatives are here: A. Vidal de la Blas, B. Jean Bruns, C. Dimension, and D. Frederick Ratzel. So the perfect answer is Frederick Ratzel. So this is the answer. Then next question, that is, who gave the concept of possibilism? I mean, man can do anything, man can go to any extent. There exist everywhere the possibilities for humans. This concept was given by whom? Again, options are there: A. Frederick Ratzel, B. Jean Bruns, C. Dimension, D. Lucien Febvre, and Paul Vidal de la Blas. So answer is this one, that is D. Now the next question, that is, who gave the concept of stop and go determinism? So stop and go determinism is the concept related to neo-determinism. And now again check the alternatives: A. Griffith Taylor, B. Frederick Ratzel, C. E.C. Semple, D. Vidal de la Blas, out of which A is the answer, that is Griffith Taylor. Now next question, who was the founder of neo-determinism? Again let us all check. So alternatives are here like A. Vidal de la Blas, B. Mackinder, C. Alan Semple, D. None of these. Yes, none of these. Why? Because Griffith Taylor is the one who had given this concept and his name is not featuring here. So none of these. Now, next question. The 10th one, that is the most important factor in the interaction between people and environment. So what is the most important factor? So these are the options: A. Human intelligence, B. Technology, C. People's perception, and D. Human brotherhood. So answer is B, that is technology. Technology is the device that is used to make our work easier. It could be of any kind. Suppose one sewing machine is a technology. With the help of that we sew our clothes, and then one big garment industry related machine is also the technology. So there could be, extreme range also available out here, which makes our work easier. That is technology. Now, next, question number 11, nomothetic refers to what? That is lawmaking, theorizing, both A and B, and then D, that is none of these, out of which answer is A, that is lawmaking. Yes. Now, the next question, question number 12, ideographic denotes what? That is A. lawmaking, B. theorizing, C. description, D. all of these. So the answer is C, that is description. Now the 13th question, who has defined human geography as the study of relationship between human societies and Earth's surface? So this definition was given by whom? It means whatever the definitions are given there, you should learn it, get it by heart, because somewhere even those could be asked. So certain options are given. A, that is Friedrich Ratzel, B. Immanuel Kant, C. Vidal de la Blas, and D is Al-Idrisi, out of which the answer is A, that is Friedrich Ratzel. Now the next question, that is which of the following is not a subfield of social geography? So let us all check here. Yes, military geography is not the subfield of social geography. So let us all tick here. Answer is D. Yes. Now next question, in which period did quantitative evolution become popular in geographical studies? The human geography has evolved over a time period. Certain span of time has been there, which it took, and then it kept on evolving, changing its face. So the statistical things were introduced, were taken into it in which particular period? So here the answer is this D, that is late 1950s, and all other these ones, they are then getting discarded. Next question, question number 16, that is which school of thought is mainly concerned with social well-being of people? Humanistic approach. So humanistic approach is existing where? This is number C, that is welfare. And all others like radical, behavioral, possibilism, these are then getting discarded. Yes. Now, question number 17. Which of the following is subfield of economic geography? Whichever the options given here, then we have to find out the subfield of economic geography. So in economics, probably human activities related things we are studying. So let us all check here. Geography of leisure, then military geography, historical geography, and then last is geography of agriculture. So the answer is D, geography of agriculture. Now, the next question, question number 18, the study of interrelationship between human and environment. Yes, out of these options, let us all find out. A is history, B is human geography, C is economics, D is political science. So it's human geography, where we study the interaction between man and nature. Yes. Now, next question. Psephology is sister discipline of which subfields of human geography? So, psephology is related to what? This electoral geography. Electoral geography, which is being utilized to predict the result of maybe election, and then deciding about what? The electoral region and whatever that is there. Now the next question, stop and go determinism is also known as what? So here easily we can find out A possibilism, B determinism, C neo-determinism, D is none of the above. So answer is C, neo-determinism. Yes. Now the next question, that is question number 21. The idea that all the regions were a part of a whole, that is the earth. So understanding the parts in totality is under which approach? So understanding the parts in totality, it means it's related to region. So let us all check here. A, areal differentiation, B, spatial organization, C, behavioral geography, D is regional geography. So D is regional geography. This is the answer. Yes. Next question, question number 22. Historical geography is related to which field of human geography? So let us all check here. Historical geography should feature where, into which one of these alternatives? A is political science, B is social geography, C is settlement geography, D is economic geography, out of which this B is correct. That is social geography. Yes. The next question, question number 23. The school of thought which employed Marxian theory to explain the basic cause of poverty, deprivation and social inequality in a society. I mean, if poor people are there in the society, who should be blamed? Who should be held responsible? Probably it should be rich people who should be blamed, who should be held responsible, because they haven't taken care of them, because they have exploited them, so they have become poor. So now this concept exists where? Into which one of these alternatives? So A is welfare and humanistic, B is radical, C is behavioral, and D is none of these, out of which B is the correct answer. That is radical, revolutionary thought. This was there. This was given by Karl Marx. Yes. Then question number 24. Naturalization of human means what? It means that nature controls human being. Nature makes human being slave. Nature keeps on dictating to whom? Humans. So it means out of these alternatives we have to find out. A, that is low level of technological development. B, high level of technological development. C, moderate level of technological development. And D is none of these, out of which A is correct. When there is low level of technological development, and man then becomes the slave, becomes the puppet into the hands of whom? Nature. Yes. And the last question out of these 25 questions, last question is here, that is, which subject of the following is called the mother discipline of all the subjects? So let us all check here. A is geography, B is economics, C is history, D is political science, out of which A is the answer. Because initially, very initially, whatever our knowledge was there, they all had been collected through geographical explorations, and then they were all collected. Later, they had been given different names. I mean, under the natural science and social science, they are all segregated, and then we created the knowledge world. That's it. So keep viewing, keep liking, and we are there to serve you. We'll be coming up with more videos later. Thank you all.